je parlerai le vrai français canadien. Et puis, on se trouve ici. Stick around to the end to hear my attempt at a Canadian.
Yeah, you are a liar and fake and full of bullshit, making lying stories. They say you want to expose the fake polyglots. I already told you what this is about. It's just some bullshit. They're not really exposing the polyglot YouTubers. They're part of the language learning community. Those liars, man. People watching this, I'm telling the truth. This guy and Language Simp and Metatrans, they're part of the language learning community, and they're just pretending that they're making fun of the polyglot YouTubers or exposing them, but in reality they are part of the language learning community, and they're also fake and liars. Let's take a look again here on the Spanish one. I will show you in another video where he speak in French. Look my other videos on my channel. I will show you if he can really speak in French or not. You can see in the top it said include paid promotion, but it go away now. I think in the start you will see it.
Hebrew, more academically argumentative in French. I've had people tell me they're more passionate in Spanish or Italian, or even more analytical. I thought about this for myself.
Okay, let's watch it again from the start here. I will show you also the Spanish is fake, but I don't know if I can show the edits, because he makes some very good editing, but it's totally fake.
I feel like you have a different personality when you speak a different language. I get asked about this all the time, and this week I actually dove into the science, or dived if you're British. I thought about this for myself, and I also asked a handful of people about their experiences. I feel like I'm definitely blunter in Hebrew, more academically argumentative in French. I've had people tell me they're more passionate in Spanish or Italian, or even more analytical in German, less abstract in Mandarin. More on this later because it's going to come back in a really interesting way. There's definitely something real that people who say this experience, but also the science doesn't necessarily back it up, at least not in the way you might think. So today we're talking personality. Our hyperpolyglot is kind of like that one guy from Split. If you're new to the channel, I'm Dr. Taylor Jones. I've got a PhD in linguistics. People who say this experience, but also the science doesn't necessarily back it up, at least not in the way you might think. So today we're talking personality. Our hyperpolyglot is kind of like that one guy from Split. If you're new to the channel, I'm Dr. Taylor Jones. I've got a PhD in linguistics from the University of Pennsylvania, and I'm a
And do he really have a PhD in linguistics, or is just some lying stories? I don't know if it's real or not. But also, I don't really care. I don't care if you have this PhD in linguistics. What I know is that he's lying about speaking French. And also the Spanish here is not real. All the languages are fake. He can only speak one language, English. And the even bigger problem, the biggest problem about this guy and Language Simp and Metatron is not how many languages they can speak. The biggest problem is that they pretend that they're making fun of the polyglot YouTubers, or that they don't like them, or that they're exposing them, but in reality they're part of the language learning community and just pretending that they don't like them. They pretend they don't like them, but they're part of them. But I don't need to explain because I already explained it before. But this is the biggest problem, that they pretend that they are against them when they in reality are part of the language learning community. And they're just pretending.
Language lover who loves to share what the academic research actually says. Let's get into it. This is Languajones.
So we speak Spanish now, or what? I think yeah, here now at 0:58. Then you make commercial for this Lingoda app. You will speak Spanish or faking. He will fake speaking Spanish to make commercial for this Lingoda app to make money from affiliate links. Look there, already from the start you can see that his eyes are closed because he was looking down and reading his script. He was looking down and reading his script, then he will look in the camera and speak.
If you're...
Yeah, totally fake. I'll try if I can show the edits, but I don't know if I can show it because he do some very good editing. But let's try to take a look.
Not new to the channel, you might know that I started studying Spanish a
You say you speak from 0:58. It's already 1 minute and 2 seconds.
couple of months ago. So get ready for this. El video de hoy es presentado por... If you're not new to the channel, you might know that I started studying Spanish a couple of months ago.
And he's wearing this one on his head. I think he's wearing this one on his head because he wants to pretend that he's Jewish. And then when he pretends that he's Jewish, then he will say that he can speak Hebrew or that he knows something about Hebrew. They're just making a lot of lying stories to pretend that they can speak many languages. He will say he has some grandmother and family in France or in Canada. He will say I have some family in Canada or France or whatever, and that's why he can speak French. Then he will pretend that he is Jewish, so he can pretend that he knows some Hebrew like that. It's just some bullshit stories. Let's try to see if I can show the edits in this Spanish, faking the Spanish.
So get ready for this. El video de hoy es presentado por Lingoda. Con Lingoda, aprender un nuevo idioma nunca ha sido tan fácil ni tan efectivo. Lingoda es una plataforma online que...
He keep opening and closing his eyes and then he does edit and cut it out, but he do some very good editing.
Te ayuda a aprender el español con clases en vivo 100% en español, impartidas por profesor.
After he finish the sentence, he close his mouth, then he wait few seconds, then he will look and read the script. And then after he will look in the camera again, but he just edit and cut it out. He do some very good editing.
Nativos y expertos. Obviamente estoy actualmente aprendiendo español usando Lingoda. Con Lingoda puedes...
Okay, maybe I can show this edit here, but there was some other edits. There was like 3-4 edits after each other, but they're very difficult to show. But this one, maybe I can show this one because it was a little bit more clear, but it's also difficult to show. I'll try to show it.
Impartidas por profesores nativos.
Look, he keep closing his eyes and opening his eyes because he will look down and read his script, and then after he will look in the camera again, and after he will edit and cut out when he look and read.
Yeah.
Look there. Look, there was an edit there. His eyes were closed. In less than a second, his eyes were open. Maybe I can show this one also. But it's very difficult to show because he's totally faking it and he's good at faking it.
100% en español.
There was an edit there and also before that, but it's difficult to show. I'll try to show this edit here, but I think it will be difficult, but let's try.
Por profesores nativos.
Look here. You can see now his eyes are closed. In less than a second, his eyes will be open because there's an edit. His eyes are closed. His mouth is closed. In less than a second, his eyes will be open. And I don't know if his mouth will be open also. And I'm not sure if there will be some shaking. And then look, the play button there, just near from his nose on the left side. The play button on the lower part of his nose, between his nose and his mouth like that on the left side. Look here now. And his eyes are closed. Then in less than a second, his eyes will open. Look here now.
Yeah.
Look here now. Look, in less than a second, suddenly his eyes are open. Because there was an edit there, but it's very difficult to show those edits. Because he makes some very good editing. This fake guy here, man.
Obviamente.
Another edit there, then he shakes his head. But those edits are difficult to show.
Por profesores nativos y expertos.
There was some shaking there because there was an edit, but it's difficult to show those edits.
En español. Impartidas por profesores nativos y expertos.
Okay, I think it's difficult to show. I think the edit already happened there, but I'm not sure if there will be another edit now. Okay, now you can see his eyes are closed. His eyes are closed and his mouth is open like this. And the play button there, down on the left side of his nose. Then look here now. His eyes are closed and look here now. Sonny's eyes open again in less than a second. There was an edit there, and also before that. There are many edits, but they're difficult to show.
Estoy actualmente aprendiendo español usando Lingoda. Con Lingoda puedes aprender.
Another edit. Well, it's difficult to show those edits, but there's so many edits.
Español usando Lingoda.
Okay. Now his eyes are open. Now his eyes are open and looking to the camera. And the play button there on the left side of his chin there. Then look here now. You see there was some shaking. And also the picture on the left side go away. I'll try to show this. Wait.
Aprendiendo español usando Lingoda.
Can see the picture on the left side of him. He have his own picture there on the left side. In less than a second this picture will go away because there's an edit. Look the picture on the left side. In less than a second it will go away. Look here. See the picture go away on the left side. There was an edit there. Also there was some shaking on his face.
Lingoda puedes aprender desde la comodidad de tu casa, a tu propio ritmo y adaptarte a tu horario.
There are many edits, but it's difficult to show. And there was an edit here now also.
Propio ritmo y adaptarte a tu horario.
Okay, I think there will be an edit here now. Look now, he's looking here to the camera or a little bit to the left side and up like that. He's looking to the front. He's looking to the front there and the play button just under his eye on the left chin. The play button under his eye on the left chin and he's looking to the front. Then look here now. See, there was some shaking there. There was some shaking there because there was an edit. But it's difficult to show those edits. But there was some shaking there.
Ya sea que busques mejorar tus habilidades para viajar, trabajar o simplemente.
Another edit, there was some shaking.
Para viajar, trabajar o simplemente.
Edit there, but I'll try if I can show it.
Ya sea que busques mejorar tus habilidades.
I think there was another edit there also when he closed and opened his eyes. Okay, the edit will come here around this time here, around 1:35 or 1:36. But it happens so fast, so I need to pause already now to try to show it. Okay, he's looking to the front there. He's looking to the camera now. The play button on his nose, lower part of his nose, on the left side of his nose there. And look here now. There was some shaking there. And I think there'll be another edit. I'm not sure. Let's try to see. The play button there down on his nose on the left side. Then look here now. Look here now. The play button there on his mustache on the left side there of his face and chin there. Then look here now. But I'm not sure if I already showed the edit. Let's try here to see the play button there on the left side of his chin there. Look here now. Now his face a little bit to the right there. You can see his left chin there on the left side. You can see his chin and the play button there on his chin. Then look here now. Look here. You see there was some shaking. His eyes were open. His eyes were open. Suddenly there's some shaking and his eyes closed. His eyes were open. In less than a second his eyes closed because there was an edit there.
O simplemente comunicarte con más confianza. Lingoda tiene el curso.
And he do some editing when he closes his eyes and open his eyes.
Perfecto para ti. Las clases son interactivas, divertidas y se enfocan en la conversación real. La última clase que tomé.
There are many edits, but it's difficult to show because he do some very good editing. And now he showed this picture here, then he's just looking and reading a script, same time he showed this.
Fue sobre cómo manejar un corte de pelo en una peluquería. Es muy importante saber eso, y es algo que nunca he visto en un libro de texto tradicional. La última clase que tomé fue sobre cómo manejar un corte de pelo en una peluquería.
And same time he showed this one, maybe he's looking and reading the script. Like now, for example, like he can put picture and picture editing. And I forgot to say this in my other video about Metatron. My video about this Metatron Academy, when he was showing some pictures in his videos, I think it was the Italian video and maybe also the Chinese or some other languages. When sometimes he showed some pictures, then maybe he looked down and read the script same time, and that's why he put this picture. So like maybe he made some mistake, maybe he record the video, then after he record the video, then he see that he did not edit correctly and that he looked too long time down or something to read, then he just put this picture on the video so you cannot see when he's looking down and reading. Look there, you can see his eyes are closed, he was looking down and reading. Same time he had this picture there, he was looking down and reading. That's why now you can see his eyes are closed there, because he was looking down and reading. Then he will move his head up again. He was looking down and reading, then he will close his eyes, then move his head up and look in the camera. Yeah, totally fake.
Saber eso, y es algo que nunca he visto en un libro de texto tradicional. Además,
there are many edits, but it's very difficult to show them because you do some good editing.
La última clase que tomé fue sobre cómo manejar un corte de pelo en una peluquería. Es muy importante saber eso, y es algo que nunca he visto en un libro.
Look, he closed his eyes there. He closed his eyes there so he can make some editing, so he can look and read from his script. He closed his eyes, then he will look down and read his script, then he will look up in the camera again, but then he edit and cut it out. I don't know if there will be an edit here now, but I think there was an edit around 2 minutes or 2 minutes and 1 second. Look here, the play button there on the left side on his chin near from his ear. Look there, the play button there on the left side near from his ear, and his eyes are closed. And look here. Look here now. Suddenly in less than a second his eyes are open. His eyes were closed, in less than a second his eyes are open. Because he was looking down and reading, then he looked up in the camera and opened his eyes, but then he just edit and cut it out. And I think maybe there will come another edit now also. I think maybe there will come an edit here, I'm not sure. There was some shaking there. I think there was some shaking there also.
Or click the link in the description when you sign up to Languajones Italiano, y finalmente tiene el curso perfecto para ti. Las clases, muy importante saber eso, y es algo que nunca he visto en un libro de texto tradicional.
I think there will be some edit here, but it's difficult to show it. If you notice some shaking now, then there's an edit. Try to notice if you notice some shaking in the picture. There was a little shaking there. I think his mouth was opened and suddenly it was closed. You see, there was some shaking. His head was lower. His head was lower, suddenly his head is up, and also his eyes, suddenly they're closed. It but it's difficult to show those edits.
Es algo que nunca he visto en un libro de texto tradicional.
Look now, his eyes are open. Eyes are open and closed mouth. Then look here in less than a second. Look here, very good. His mouth is closed and open eyes. And look here. Look, in less than a second, his mouth is open and closed eyes. In less than a second, his mouth is open and his eyes are closed. There was an edit there. Look.
Más, puedes practicar con otros estudiantes de todo el mundo. Ellos tienen solo...
Another edit. But there's so many edits, but I cannot show all of them because some of them are difficult to show and also it will take too long time. I just try to show some of the edits.
Con otros estudiantes de todo el mundo.
Okay, I think the edit will come here now around 2 minutes and 4 seconds or something. Look now, the play button there on the left side of his chin, and he's looking to the camera and open eyes and then closed mouth. Then look here now. You see there was some shaking. There's a little bit shaking in the picture because there was an edit.
Ellos tienen solo 5 idiomas. El español, por supuesto, el francés, el alemán, el italiano y finalmente English.
There was some edit there, 2 edits after each other, and he keep opening and closing his eyes because he do a lot of editing.
Francés, el alemán, el italiano y finalmente.
You can see he keep opening and closing his eyes because he will look down and read his script, and after he will edit and cut it out. Look. Look, he keep opening and closing his eyes because he will look down and read, then he will edit and cut it out.
English.
There was some shaking there. I think he'll make an edit now. Look, he closed his mouth and looking in the camera, then look here. You see there was some shaking. You see there was some shaking in the picture because there was an edit, and I think there will be another edit just after this also. Look, when he closes his eyes to look down and read the next 2 words, he keep doing like this. He will close his eyes, then he will look down and read the next 2 words, then he will look in the camera and say the next 2 words, and after he will just cut it out, and then he will keep doing like this all the time. He will just close his eyes. He will close his eyes, same like now. Then after he will open his eyes, read the next 2 words. Then he will look in the camera, say the next 2 words. Then after he will close his eyes again. Then he will look down to the script and read the next 2 words. Then he will look in the camera and say the next 2 words. Then he will close his mouth and close his eyes, same like this. Then after he will look down and read the next 2 words. Then he will look up to the camera and open his eyes and look in the camera and say the next 2 words. And then he keep doing like this. Then after he finish recording, then he will cut out every time he look down and read. Every time he look down and read the next 2 words from the script, he will just remove that. He will remove that from the video, delete it from the video after when he use the editing program. See? It's totally fake. It's totally fake. Yeah, you're totally fake. I think maybe there will be an edit here now. I'm not sure. Okay, look, now he's looking in the camera and the play button there on the left side, beside of his nose. Then look here now. I think there will be some edit now. Look, you see there's some shaking and suddenly his eyes are closed. There's some shaking, suddenly his eyes are closed and his mouth is open. He's doing the same kind of edit all the time.
Vete a Lingoda y empieza hoy mismo a aprender español de manera efectiva. Visita Lingoda.
Edit and a lot of shaking.
Vete a Lingoda y empieza hoy mismo a aprender español de manera efectiva.
Okay, I think the edit will come here now. Now you can see his mouth is open. His mouth is open and he's looking to the camera with open eyes. And look here now. Look, in less than a second, his eyes are closed and his mouth is closed. In less than a second, his head shake and his eyes are closed and his mouth are closed. His mouth is closed there. Look. Because he's just faking it and reading from a script the whole time, but after he used the editing program to remove and delete every time he read from the script. Every time he looked down to read from the script, after he finished recording the video, he will remove that, he will delete it, so you cannot see it when you watch the video.
Languajones usa el código Jones. Código Jones.
Yeah, ha 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 ha. Yeah, ha 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 ha. You fake shit humans. You fake shit, man.
Usa el código que aparece en la
Yeah, it's totally fake. You fake shit, man.
pantalla para obtener un. Visita languajones y usa el código Jones.
Look there, he take his hand up now. Now he show that he actually do some editing. You can see now he take his hand up to stop the video, the recording. Yeah, bullshit with you, man. Yeah, ha ha, fake, man. Yeah, ha 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 ha. You're so funny, you fake people, man. Look there, you can see there on the left side. On the left side, he take his hand there and finger there to the camera to stop the recording. Then he will start the recording again to edit. Look, edit. And then he put this code here, language J, use the code that appears on screen. His code for this Lingoda app.
Usa el código que aparece en la pantalla para obtener un descuento
To get an exclusive discount, blah blah.
exclusivo. Hey, so it's me from the future
Then another edit.
with just a little bit more information that I think.
Now we speak in English again. Just like 1 minute or 1/2 minute or something, speaking in Spanish, and it's full of edits and fake. When did he start to speak in Spanish?
But I started studying Spanish a couple of months ago. So get ready for this. El video
Say he started to study Spanish few months ago. Few months ago, then he want to pretend that he became high level or very good in few months because he used this Lingoda app, and then he want to show you, look how good I became in Spanish in only few months using Lingoda. Then people, when they watch it, they will say, wow, he became very good in Spanish in only few months. Oh, maybe I should also become a member of this Lingoda. How should I become a member? Oh, look the description. Use this link here to Lingoda. Use the link in the description and use this discount code Language J. Then you will become the master of Spanish in few months only if you become member of this Lingoda. Then he fool people so they will become member and use his discount code here, his affiliate link, so he will make money from this, fooling people and lying to people, same like the polyglot YouTubers are doing, because he's a liar and a scammer and a fraud, same like them. Yeah, you are a liar and scammer and fraud when you lie to people and make some fake edited video pretending to be very good in Spanish in only few months, just so they can use this Language J discount code so you can make money from this. You're lying to people, pretending to be very good in Spanish in only few months by making some fake edited video, reading from a script, so they can pay money to this Lingoda, so you will get a percentage, because you will get a percentage every time someone use this affiliate link. Every time someone use this affiliate link and use this discount code Language J and become a member of Lingoda, then he will get a percentage. So he lied to people and fooled people so he can make money from this. And when he lied to people and fooled people and pretend that he become good or high level in the language in only few months by making a fake edited video reading from a script so he can make money from this, that means what? What does that mean? That means that he's a liar and a scammer and fooling people. Same like the polyglot YouTubers. There's no difference between you and the polyglot YouTubers. And you're actually even more bad than them because you pretend that you are not one of them, and you pretend that you are against the polyglot YouTubers, and you pretend that you are exposing them. You're even more bad than them, or you are same like them. Like, I don't need to say more bad or less bad. You're same like them. You're just full of bullshit, man. So he starts here from 1 minute and 5 seconds, and let's see until what time he will speak in Spanish.
Actually say, let me do. My neighborhood, there are very more information that I think is really important. ¿Cuál es el código que aparece en la pantalla para obtener un descuento exclusivo?
From 1 minute and 5 seconds until 2:31. So only like 1 minute and 26 seconds. 1 minute and 26 seconds. And for a few seconds he also showed that picture, that he showed the picture same time he was speaking. Like, it's less than 1/2 minute, less than 1/2 minute speaking Spanish and full of edits and reading from a script. And also he put a picture for a few seconds in front of him so you could not see him. It's totally fake and very little time, pretending to speak a language that he cannot speak. He's just fooling people. And then all this nonsense about different personality, speaking different languages, bullshit nonsense. He's just bullshitting people, man.
Okay, so it's me from the future with just a little bit more information. The confounding issue here is that cultures are instantiated in. So I might say, I want the cappuccino, but good, in Hebrew. But when I say that in English, baristas get offended. Shouldn't be expected to work in conflict.
Let's see if he will speak more in Spanish or other languages or whatever.
Out in pop media. I'll have links to those as soon as we actually launch them. Now, I mentioned another C word, conscientiousness. That was not by accident. Specific technical meanings associated, of course, just to hammer home. Now, some of the stuff is absolutely this. No. Okay, well, whether I'm constructing a character interacts with second language conscientiousness, then should having a different personality. Brings me to the flaws in these studies. Culture is instantiated in language. And again, self-assessment and culture, but I dismiss my wine drink. I'm more gregarious in my second. Authentically German. It doesn't make sense in our various languages. And feel less anger right here on YouTube with super thanks. Or you can head over to patreon.com/language.
Yeah, you and your Patreon, man. You and your Patreon and your affiliate links and all your bullshit and the things that you're selling in your store. Selling things in his store. Selling things in his store and affiliate links and Patreon and pretending to speak some languages that he cannot speak and faking and editing and reading from a script. Exactly same like the polyglot YouTubers.
Is what people refer to as comprehensible input. That is, if you accept the hypotheses, and these are not proven, if you accept that we do not learn, we acquire, and that there is no strong correlation between age and ability to acquire that is biologically innate, and if you accept that what we produce is what we have acquired, and what we have learned is merely a cognitively taxing, conscious last check on the acquired language.
Okay, just forget this video. Let's see this fluent in 3 months, what is it's about. If he's just joking or really mean it, but I think he might be joking and questioning that it's not possible, but I'm not sure. Let's take a look. Watch my other videos on my channel where I show you if he really became fluent in Farsi in 3 months or learned Farsi in 3 months. Look my channel to know the truth about him. Subscribe and show some support to my channel, and watch my other videos on my channel where I show more about this. See you.